Mind-blowing psychological facts about kissing. Relationships are unexpected in many ways, not the least of which is how much confirmation we need to think that we're actively wanted and how simple it is to forget this uncomfortable reality about ourselves and the other person. The conventional story of love tells us that our insecurities about whether or not we are desired will be at their most at the beginning of the dating phase, when we are delightfully aware of all the ways in which our partner could not be interested in moving things further. So guys, in today's video you will uncover some mind-blowing facts about kissing that can actually save your dating ship or relationship from sinking. Nonetheless, we believe that after a partnership has begun and maybe children, a house, and an established pattern of life have been created, then surely the dread of being undesired should subside. However, it is not the case at all. Insecurity about one's own acceptance keeps on going, and it is important to note that love's purity could face fresh challenges at any time. Take it this way, just because we were treasured yesterday does not guarantee that we would feel indispensable now. Worse, if we don't address our fears, we may develop a defensive stance in which we act cold and distant from our partners out of the mistaken belief that they don't want us. The one person in the relationship feels that the other no longer wants them. This can cause the pair to get mired in an endless cycle of denial, even if the affection they feel for one another is real. If we make it a practice to kiss our significant other good morning and good night, we may assist to ease some of these fears and break the pattern of unneeded distance that has developed between us. So here we go. Before we part ways at the end of the day, it is important that we always take a few moments to give each other a passionate kiss on the lips. This should be done regardless of how rushed we are in the morning. As you draw closer, put aside the lengthy to-do list you have for the next several hours and focus on the present moment instead. Simply close your eyes and try to conjure up what it would be like to have their lips or for your nose to brush up against their skin. Keep making eye contact with each other for a few extra seconds after the talk has ended, rather than cutting each other off in the middle of a smile. This ritual is required to be carried out each and every night in the site specified for the return, because when we kiss, we create a pathway straight to the center of one another's beating hearts. It is also important to understand that humans respond to close physical touch in a way that is unique from, and often more powerful than, that of intellectual or verbal exchanges. A smile or a caress may reassure us considerably more deeply than can an elegant statement or a well-articulated truth like, "Of course I love you," because we're sensual animals to at least the same degree as we are logical ones. By taking this example, we're sure you'd understand it better. Even before we could speak, we are comforted by physical contact. As adults, we still want this kind of assurance that we matter to others. Usually, we show our affection by kissing when we've experienced some kind of delicate emotions. Still, there's another way our brains may function, one in which emotion follows behavior. Since this is the case, the morning and evening kisses should occur first, regardless of whether or not there's now a tender emotion. It's quite difficult to kiss and feel nothing, yet if we go through with it, the feeling is practically guaranteed to happen. We might have to do something that seems strange coming from a couple in love. Make an effort. There should be a routine of kissing good morning and good night that can guarantee your partner. The fact that we can carry them out regardless of our mood is a defining characteristic of rituals. Even if you and your partner have just been into a disagreement, especially if it was very snarky, or if you are late for a really important meeting, you should still kiss. This will lead to enhanced sensations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is no longer sufficient to check if you have the keys and the report before leaving the house for the station. There's always the question of whether or not we have done something considerably more important and life-giving. Engage in a 7-second kiss. Now you know the facts, and we hope you will implement them in your daily life. That's it for today's video. Meet you tomorrow.